Have you ever wondered how the discipline to get their day on track? Do you have a hard time getting up and feeling motivated or feeling productive during the day? If so, you've come to the right place. Hey everyone, I'm Tons. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about 6 morning habits that you can put into place to turn your mornings from chaos to clarity. From slaying the snooze button to supercharging your productivity, rather than feeling tired and overwhelmed, this is how you can create magic in the mornings. So let's kickstart your day like a boss. Now, before we dive into these habits, let's understand what being highly disciplined really means. Discipline is not about punishment or restriction. Rather, it's about making choices that align with your long-term goals. So let's explore how we can cultivate this trait and build it into our morning routines. First up, it's time to rise and shine. Waking up early gives you a head start to the day and sets a positive tone for the rest of the day. A study published in the journal Emotion found that early risers tend to be happier, more proactive, and better equipped to take on challenges. If you cannot wake up a whole hour earlier, you can start out slow by waking up 30 minutes or even 15 minutes earlier. I need to be up by 6:30 a.m. every morning so I can get the kids ready for school and out the door and be ready to work myself. But this year, I decided to make it a goal to wake up early. So I started out small by waking up at 6, then 5:45, and eventually 5:30. But just that hour earlier, honestly, has been life-changing. Now, I really enjoy and I look forward to that quiet time during the extra hour when I can enjoy my coffee in solitude before the morning rush for school, daycare, and life begins. When my 7-year-old son found out that I was waking up early, he too wanted to do the same thing. So now, he sets an alarm for 5:30 a.m. as well. For him, that extra hour means he has more time to cuddle, to eat his breakfast without having to rush, to get ready for school, and he even has time to play before we need to head out the door. In order to wake up early though, you do need to get to bed on time, so set an alarm clock for nighttime so you can get plenty of sleep. Alright, now the second habit is to make your bed. You might be wondering what making your bed has to do with discipline, and I'll tell you a story. I used to be the kind of person who would rush out of bed, get dressed quickly, and leave my room in a state of chaos. Many people don't see the point in making your bed when you're going to mess up the bed again at night anyway. But as my kids got older, I decided to make a small change. I started making my bed every morning, and because my kids were very little, I started making their beds as well because I wanted to set a good example. I wanted them to come home to a clean room where they can unwind for the day and do their homework. It took just a couple of minutes to make the bed, but it made a huge difference. Making my bed became a small win that sets a productive tone for the rest of the day. I could tick off that box in my planner. It also gave me a sense of order and control, which then spilled into other aspects of my life. And on rough days when nothing seemed to go right, coming home to a clean room and a neatly made bed was comforting. It was proof that I had accomplished at least one thing that day, no matter how little. There's a University of Texas commencement speech by former Navy SEAL Admiral William H. McRaven, which went viral. If you haven't watched it, I'm going to link it below. He also went on to write a book called Make Your Bed, which became a New York Times bestseller. He says, if you want to change the world, start off by making your bed. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a sense of accomplishment and encourage you to do another task and another and another. By the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. It might seem small and insignificant, but it's a simple act that can set the stage for greater discipline in your life. If you've always made your bed or you just started doing it, I want to hear from you. Leave me a comment below and let me know how it impacts your morning routine and how it makes you feel the rest of the day. The third habit is creating small rituals. You can add small rituals to start your morning with, such as a comfy robe near your bed, or fuzzy socks, or a pair of cozy slippers that you like to slip on. It'll make getting up in the morning, even on the coldest of days, more enjoyable and make you look forward to the rest of the day. Small and simple rituals are good practices for mindful mornings. You can keep a nice candle in your room and light it first thing in the morning. You can have tea or coffee in your special mug. You can curl up on the couch with your favorite blanket. You can also involve your kids and teach them the importance of routine and ritual as well. Creating habits that bring you joy helps you start the day in a positive light. Studies in the Journal of Cognitive Enhancement shows that mindfulness increases attention and self-regulation. Spend a few minutes each morning by practicing mindfulness and create your own unique ritual that brings you comfort, joy, and mental clarity. Some people like to journal in the mornings, which is another great way to practice mindfulness. For me, I like to start each morning by writing down my goals and tasks for the day. It's just a simple list of what I need to accomplish, what I'd like to accomplish, and I even pencil in downtime because I know that some days can get so busy that if I don't pencil it in, I won't get the downtime that I need. The fourth habit is intermittent fasting. Now, I know intermittent fasting is a topic that's a bit controversial, and if it doesn't work for you, then don't do it, and always talk to your doctor first. But intermittent fasting is a practice that's worked really well for me, so I wanted to share that with you. Intermittent fasting is a practice where you cycle between periods of eating and fasting. It does not specify what foods you should eat, but rather when you should eat them. The idea is that by eating fewer meals, intermittent fasting can lead to an automatic reduction in calorie intake. Studies have shown that intermittent fasting has multiple benefits. It not only aids in weight loss, but also triggers cellular repair process, which rejuvenates your body from within. It boosts your metabolism, enhances cognitive function, and also promotes longevity. I got into intermittent fasting 4 years ago when I found my weight fluctuating a lot with the seasons. Every time I went out to dinner, or if I took a trip, or any kind of lifestyle change that I made. I found it frustrating to not be able to maintain my weight even when I lost weight. I follow the 8-16 fast, which is eating within an 8-hour window, which starts at about 11 a.m. when I eat my first meal of the day and ends at about 7 p.m. when I eat dinner. After dinner, I don't eat anything until about 11 a.m. the next day when I eat my first meal of the day. I consider fasting to be a part of my disciplined lifestyle, and although I do break from intermittent fasting every once in a while, for the most part, I try to stick to it as much as possible. It was difficult for me to skip breakfast at first, but after about 3 weeks of doing it, my body got used to it. And honestly, now I prefer not to eat breakfast because unbelievably, when I skip breakfast, I find that I have more energy, I feel less lethargic, and I'm more productive during the day. If you want to try it out, do your research, talk to your doctor, and don't go extreme. Don't do the 24-hour fast. If you think about it, typically we fast for about 12 hours anyway, which is the time after dinner, through bedtime, and during our normal sleep cycle until breakfast the next morning. If you want to extend it a little bit to 16 hours or 18 hours, which is what intermittent fasting is, you will find that it gives your body a break and time to actually process the food. That is when your body can focus on other functions which are vital to keeping your body running. I have a lot to say about intermittent fasting, so leave me a comment below and let me know if you'd like me to do a separate video on the way that I was able to finally control my weight and the way I feel every day with intermittent fasting. Fifth is movement. Movement is magic. Now I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, I'm so busy, I barely have time to brush my hair in the mornings, much less get in a workout. And I used to be the same way. But then I realized that exercise doesn't have to be an hour-long session at the gym. You see, disciplined people understand this. For the last 3 years, I've been doing an online Pilates program, which I absolutely love. I love the way it makes me feel afterwards, and I love the way it gives me energy, which lasts me through the day. I found it during COVID when I found it difficult to go to the gym, but I really felt the need to get in a workout. I found that I can squeeze in 15 to 20 minutes of yoga or Pilates a day, right after I drop off the kids or in between my morning meetings, and it's been life-changing. A 2019 study found in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that exercise in the morning improves attention, visual learning, and decision-making. They found that days with morning exercise were associated with better cognition throughout the day. Movement in the morning can be anything. It can be a 15-minute walk while you walk your dog, or it can be a short yoga session online. Do what's right for you and fits into your schedule. For me, it started with just doing a few stretches, which I then gradually increased to full body Pilates and flow. The rush of endorphins after you move in the morning is addictive. It has the ability to wake you up better than any cup of coffee. On the other hand, it lasts you much longer and gives you energy that lasts you throughout the day. Give it a shot and see how it transforms your mornings too. 6th is to cultivate a learning mindset. Highly disciplined individuals and high performers take time out each day to gain some form of knowledge. They may like reading the news, reading a chapter from a book, talking to a mentor, or watching videos. I like to listen to podcasts of people who inspire me on my drive to and from work. I find that it makes my morning commute a lot easier, and it puts me in the right frame of mind for the day. We live in an age of constantly evolving technology and global trends where staying up to date and constantly learning is a necessity. If you think about the most successful people you know, most of them are avid readers and are always curious about the world. Try to dedicate just 20 minutes of your time to learning, whether you like to read or listen or watch videos. It can be an article about current events, a short documentary, a podcaster you like to listen to, or even your favorite YouTuber. It will not only help keep you informed, but also stimulate your brain and motivate you for a more productive day. Thank you for watching this video till the end. If you found it helpful and informative, then please go ahead and like and subscribe. As a new content creator, it really helps me out. Remember, discipline is not a destination, but a journey, one that requires conscious choices and consistent effort every single day. So as you embark on your journey to greater discipline, incorporate these morning habits into your routine and watch how it transforms your life one intentional step at a time. Peace and love until next time.